All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Mm.
Today we're going to be looking at something that's honestly kind of got me a little on edge.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a nail biter.
So we've got these U.S. tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods.
Right.
They're supposed to take effect tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're talking 25%, which is...
That's huge.
Yeah, that's no joke.
No.
So, we've got this article here about what's going on and what it could all mean. And I guess the first thing that really jumps out at me is just how strongly Trudeau's reacted.
Yeah.
His statement on X was pretty intense.
Yeah, he definitely didn't mince words.
No.
Forceful and immediate response. I mean,
What does that even mean?
That gets your attention.
Yeah, like what does forceful and immediate look like when we're talking about trade,
Well, I mean, think about it. Canada's the U.S.'s second largest trading partner, right? They got some leverage.
Okay.
So, I mean, one option is they could hit back with tariffs of their own.
Okay.
And they could target, strategically important sectors. So, imagine Canada suddenly slapping tariffs on U.S. agricultural imports, corn, soybeans, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
That would hit American farmers hard, and that puts pressure on the U.S. government,
Right.
to reconsider.
Yeah, because those are some pretty powerful lobbies right there.
Absolutely.
So, okay, so that's tariffs, but the article also mentions something about these, non-tariff barriers.
Right.
What are those?
Okay, so think about it this way. These are like roadblocks, essentially, that slow down trade, but they don't directly impose taxes.
Okay.
So, for example, Canada could increase inspections on U.S. goods, right? They could introduce new regulatory hurdles or even just delay shipments at the border.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and those tactics can really disrupt supply chains.
Yeah.
And make it more expensive for U.S. businesses to export to Canada.
Yeah, that'll definitely get their attention.
Yeah.
So it sounds like things could get really messy really fast.
Well, absolutely.
The article also mentioned that Trudeau had met with this group, the Canada-U.S. Council,
Right.
to try to kind of smooth things over. Did that go anywhere?
Well, it's definitely a sign that Canada is trying to de-escalate the situation.
Okay.
But whether it'll be successful, that remains to be seen.
Right.
The council, it's designed to be a forum for dialogue, for dispute resolution.
Okay.
But ultimately, it's up to the U.S. government to decide if they're going to back down on these tariffs.
Right. And speaking of the U.S. government, the White House press secretary has confirmed that those tariffs are going ahead.
Yep.
25% on goods from Canada and Mexico and 10% on goods from China.
Right.
Why the difference?
That's a good question.
Why hit Canada and Mexico harder than China?
Well, it could be different strategic calculations.
Yeah.
Canada and Mexico, they're right there on the U.S.'s doorstep.
Right.
So the economic competition with them, it's more immediate.
Sure.
China, on the other hand, they're more of a global competitor.
Right.
And these tariffs on China, they could be part of a bigger picture, a broader effort to kind of contain China's economic and political influence.
So this isn't just, a North American stat. This
Okay.
has global implications.
Oh, absolutely. Global trade is all interconnected.
Yeah.
It's a complex web. So these tariffs could set off a chain reaction. If Canada and Mexico retaliate and then China counters with its own measures, we could be looking at a full-blown trade war.
Oh, wow.
And that impacts everyone.
Right. Everyone listening.
Yeah, you could see higher prices for goods, disruptions in supply chains, shortages,
Right.
slower economic growth overall.
Wow. So this is definitely something we all need to be paying attention to.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so just to recap, we've got these tariffs that are about to hit Canada, and Mexico Trudeau is promising a strong response, and this whole thing could potentially spiral into a global trade war.
Yep, that's about the size of it.
Is there anything else we should kind of keep in mind as this story unfolds?
I think the most important thing is to remember that these trade tensions, they're a symptom of something much bigger. There's a shift happening in global power dynamics, and we're seeing a reevaluation of those long-standing alliances. Wow. This situation, it could reshape global trade relationships in the coming years. And it's crucial to understand what's really driving this,
Yeah, a lot to think about.
Definitely.
Well, thanks for breaking it all down for us.
Yeah, happy to do it.
And for everyone listening out there, stay informed, stay engaged. The outcome of these trade tensions could have a real impact on your life.
Absolutely.
Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.